of it. Doesn't mean we don't fall down. Doesn't mean we don't make mistakes. I'm going to hold over a little bit with Leanne in this next segment to finish some of these calls, but she'll be joining us here in about 5 minutes. In fact, you can see her right there on the screen. Hello, Leanne. Crew's not in there yet, but we're going to go to her in a minute. I want to go to Jeremy, and then I'm going to go to Marco and George and Terry and Michael, but then that'll be it for calls. At least Leanne may take some. But Jeremy in California, we put callers that disagree to the head of the line. And he says he disagrees with the Young Turks scuffle. Now this became a big diversion. Again, I could be on 500 shows if I wanted to. Everywhere I went, I had like 15 cameras around me. I was in thousands of newspapers. We have more views than the Young Turks with all of our YouTube channels combined. They have a huge YouTube channel as well. But when it goes to metrics, Google Analytics, our website's more than 10,000 times bigger than them. But it isn't about who's bigger. They just kept saying, you're small, you're pathetic, afterwards and lying. Now, I don't know if Chink or Sink, however you say his name, I always get it wrong. I don't know. In fact, I didn't mean to do this, but anyways, we're talking about now. We've got footage in the thing we can show for TV viewers. It's like what really happened with the Young Turks and Alex Jones. And you can really see what happened. We're walking by. Everybody's waving like fishmongers over to their area. It's just stages everywhere, crammed into this parking garage that has a tent over it and big air conditioners blasting in. It was awesome. It was like 65 degrees in there. I loved it. I guess the opposite of the Democrats deal. And which they say is like 90 degrees. and so I was like, hey, Young Turks. And I saw some guy in a suit. They all kind of look the same. Like all the white guys on the show kind of have little trendy beards and hair, curly hair. So I just went, okay, yeah. Then Leanne's like, yeah, you ought to go on there. It'd be fun. So we do like a bunch of other interviews. And we're coming back later. And I'm walking along. And I go, I guess I'll do it. So I did kind of jump up on the stage. And at first he's real nice because I guess he'd heard I was in there and wanted me there. Then the guy, I think he's the guy that invited me up. Because, again, the 4 or 5 co-hosts kind of look the same. Shink looks different, but they, other than the girl, these trendies all kind of look the same. Because it's all a blur in there. But he runs up and starts screaming, it's Alex Jones. Yeah, he's taking over Alex Jones. As the trigger for Shink to blow up and say, get out of here and get out of here, Roger Stone. Roger Stone's like 15, 20 feet away. And it done nothing. So regardless of what you say, Roger Stone did not want to be on it, did not try to get on it, and Shink went out and the media said Roger Stone crashed his deal. Now, you could say I halfway crashed it, but I didn't threaten to attack people. I didn't spit in people's faces, and I didn't file a police report even though the police were there and wanted to arrest him when they saw the video. And I said, no, I don't want to do it. The state police actually got mad. So in turn, I leave, and an hour later, our videos are being taken down. They were on the YouTube stage. And clearly, I said, okay, we know you're behind it, YouTube. We're going after you, and they put them back up. Now, Jeremy, you say you disagree with what happened. Go ahead and just real quick, give me your point. Jeremy, can you talk? Are you able to speak? These people are just, go ahead. It's a Hillary voter, he can't talk. Go ahead, Hillary voter. These people are so weird, man. Is this a joke? They just wanted me to talk about it. I mean, you know, CJ, and I'm going to come back and take a few calls, let him go, had the exact same thing that I did. I said, what do you think about it? And he said, I think it's a horrible diversion from how you dominated coverage, Hillary for president, all the newspapers saying at the coronation of King Trump, you know, or the coronation of Trump, Alex Jones was king. It's not about me. It's the message. I mean, everything admitted we dominated, we took over. Charlie Rose freaked out and said, I can't believe how you've taken over everything. You know, it just shows our success. Trump's amazed. I'll leave it at that. You had dinner with Nigel Farage. So much stuff I'm not going to talk about in Fight Club. But I love how the left is always trying to tell us how small we are and how we're pathetic. No, we're not. You're dying. We're exploding. And we don't need you. Media's always been war. They just don't want you to know there's a war on. We want you to know there's a war. Truth is our ultimate weapon. And you notice our war is having big, big dividends. Big payoffs for liberty. But it takes fuel to fund this engine. This is a shirt I designed. It's a shirt made in America. We made a really special deal to be able to keep the price down on this. It's top quality fabric, super soft, super durable. Made in America, cotton from America, printed in America, $22. We have a camo one, and then we have 2 gray versions. And it's my favorite shirt I wear when I'm exercising, when I'm out and about. We got thousands of these printed, 2,000, and then I never even plugged it. I've been so busy for 2 months, they've just sat there on the shopping cart. This is the ultimate shirt, in my view. It's a Texas flag. Spirit of Texas Worldwide. Says, come and take it. And then it's got a classic cannon. Then there's also an M4 or AR-15 version in all 3 variants. I personally like the AR-15 or M4 style one, but the classic cannon is nice as well. Everybody needs to get this shirt. On the back it says, "Don't tread on me," with the Gadsden flag symbol and a snake. So it's available right now. And we don't make a lot of money on these shirts because when they're made in America and they're this good of fabric and all the rest of it, even though I printed a whole bunch of them, I mean, it's like, what is it, $9 a shirt? So, you know, I can buy them for like $3, $4 a shirt if they're not made in America, and then we still print them here. And we got the choices for you. But this is a made in 1776 product. Made in 1776.com takes you right to the subsection of all our made in America products. We've got the Moan Labe caps, other come and take it, so make America free again, and so much more. I want to take a few final calls and hand the baton to our own Leanne McAdoo. But Leanne, finishing up with the Young Turks thing, because you were there, I thought you might want to respond to it. I don't want to spend too long, because it really is a sickening diversion. But the way the fake left are such totalitarians, the way they're hypocrites, the way she said I was a fat bitch, so both attacking women and attacking, when she says never fat shame, that's her specialty, we should ban it.
I think she actually called me the B word.
And then spitting on people, and then saying Stone, who was 20 feet away, "Get out of here, Stone, stop taking over. Elliot Spitzer never did anything with hookers."
Yeah, telling Roger Stone that he was yucky and gross. Meanwhile, he's apologizing for a rapist. So it's just, it's so
we're not even sure
weird.
he's a rapist yet, but the point is we know he's had hooker problems, and this woman ran off claiming she was
No,
attacked.
I was talking about Bill Clinton.
Oh, yeah, Bill Clinton.
He was
triggered.
triggered.
Really? Bill Clinton has settled rapes, you're right.
Right. Well, you know, the only thing I have to say about that is you can see the video for yourself, and they showed their true colors. Like I've said, I don't really appreciate them. I think they're super huge bullies, and that was evident in the videos that you've seen.
Why did we have any problems on the dozens of other shows we did, before and after?
Before and after. That was the only time. So
I mean, it's not like we
triggered.
snuck on Universal Studios set, you know, and just, we were like, you know, oh, their big set. No, it was the YouTube set. But what do you make of them pulling our YouTube videos?
Well, obviously, you know, they're on the YouTube stage, and so that, what they did, if they had it down for just even that hour, that gave it the opportunity for the Young Turks videos to get all of the viral hits, because everyone, as soon as that happened, because it was live, was trying to search, trying to go find it, and so they took hours down. So that immediately gave the Young Turks the jump on the views for the video. So
and it just shows how they're establishment, though.
Exactly.
It just shows how every time everything's rigged with these people.
They're part of the machine, and people got to wake up to this. Everyone thinks that they're so cool just because they cuss, and young people go, oh, wow, these people are talking about politics.
By the way, Al Jazeera own their show that's funded by Qatar and a couple other Gulf states and the Saudi Arabian royal family. And when I brought that up, and then, hey, she's a Muslim or whatever, why aren't she wearing a hijab, you know, and all this stuff? I mean, you know, this guy's an Islamic apologist.
Yeah, and apologies for cop killers and things like that. I just, you know, it's all part of the movement to foment this civil unrest in this country, and people just really need to understand what's happening. And, you know, we have a lot of people coming out saying, oh, well, you just want the views and the hits. No. I mean, Alex, let's just look at reality here. You only started putting the auto-subscribe on your YouTube channel, getting people to say, hey, be sure you click subscribe. We did that about 7-8 months ago, and you got 1 million. You've already gotten 1 million more YouTube subscribers just in the last 7 months. Imagine if you had that auto-subscribe on the whole time.
Well, let's
you would
be clear.
dominating
Let's
them.
be clear. I mean, I haven't known what I'm doing on many fronts for years. We have more than 20 YouTube channels. Just ours alone are 2.5 billion. Now,
right.
now, let me expand. One channel with 900 million. Now, let me expand. We then have more than 18 Facebook channels that we just started uploading to. Those are already up to over 150 million. Now, let me explain. We have affiliated channels that aren't ours because the Turks hit you with copyright. They have their site, which is pushed by Google, which is partnered with Google. Without being pushed by Google and having all this stuff happen over the years, I mean, let's talk facts. We are on tens of thousands of channels, and I even, with Google and YouTube, came to me a few years ago, a vice president, and they said, listen, sir, we'd like you to not let everybody have your videos because it's so big. You've got something like 10 billion views. You are the biggest thing on YouTube. The biggest. I mean, I'm not supposed to talk about this, so I'm going to just leave it there. I'm going to stop. And they said, because I have kind of partnered with them behind the scenes so they won't censor me. Some of the censorship ended when I did this. I didn't even take ads before because I don't like Google. I said, okay, I'll take ads, but be legitimate and don't block my stuff anymore and take Obama deception down and stuff. Okay, and they said, fine. By the way, a lot of us like you. There's some good folks at Google that owns YouTube. So I'm now giving Inside Baseball out. We had 10 billion whoppers 2.5 years ago. 10 billion turds. 10 billion. 10 billion. And you know what I told them? I said, no, you can make money off our 30-something channels or whatever. And if you want to reach out to other people that are running our stuff and say that you want to share with them, then we'll sign off. I'm not going to copyright people. So there you go, turds. I have 10 billion, and I'm on almost 200 stations, and InfoWars is rated over 10,000 times above you in Google Analytics. So you're a joke. Even though the Arabs fund you, and even though the White House funds you, we destroy you. You little punk bully.
Right.
That guy was, I can tell when somebody's really tough. That guy is such a bully, man.
Right.
And I didn't want to hit him, but if he hit me, I was going to pop him so hard.
I know. You totally started to square up, and you do that thing with your jaw where you're like, okay, I'm probably going to have to square up get my jaw bigger because I might get hit. Like, I thought it was really funny, and I tried not to kind of be excited in the background, but man, did it go left really quick. But let's stop talking about them because
well, I mean, what happens is I start clenching my teeth. I don't do that on purpose.
I know, but you're like, ooh. Our video was their most viewed video of their whole entire coverage
I just hope
of the
that fat
event.
punk understands it. I mean, I'm not trying. I'm a tough guy, but I mean, people I've been in fights with don't get back up sometimes.
Right. Well,
I mean, you want to be, I'm sorry. That's the truth. Everybody knows it's true. The government knows it's true.
Well, I mean, you were up there putting bunny ears on them and just kind of being goofy about the whole thing, and they just completely got triggered. I thought it was hilarious, but let that be the end of
I'm sorry to go off on that whole rant. It's just. It was just them threatening me, going, you better get out of here. You can hear it on the video, or you're going to get hurt. And like dance around like he was a belly dancer. He's like, you did me. We soon have your country. At home, he's wearing a big turban. Well, bring in the girls.
I don't know about all that. I just know that to be there in the presence, you could definitely feel a really dark energy.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You could just feel a really dark energy, and which I can sense through the camera.
America is ours. Everyone knows the left is allied with radical Islam.
Yeah.
And Sink saw his enemy. Look, Sink used to like me when I was against invading the Middle East and everything, thinking I was one of his, demis. Now, I just didn't want to kill Muslims and have a giant war. The war's on now. That's why he blew up, okay?
Right.
He saw a crusader. He's like, we took Constantinople. It is now Istanbul. It's all battle for Islam.
Well, obviously.
Saudi Arabia, empower me to defeat Jones. Oh, please. I mean, I'm telling you.
Well,
bring forth Sink the Toad to battle Jones, the Golden Goblin.
Well, obviously they've joined the establishment because you could see how quick they were to start backing Hillary Clinton and not going against. I mean, these are people that were super for Bernie Sanders. They were part of that whole movement. But don't you dare say anything bad about Hillary Clinton or her husband.
I want to know why Sink's allowing his co-host to run around that red dress.
She seemed like such a nice girl.
It's not allowed in Turkey, buddy. Why are you coming over here trying to... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, all I know is we've got a jam-packed fourth hour for you.
Let me talk to Sink in his own language. There you go.
Well, we have got a jam-packed fourth hour for you guys. We want to get to these DNC leaks and what they're not telling you. And they're trying to blame it on the Russians, blame it on anybody. They need a boogeyman. So let's not get distracted ourselves. We got to stay on these people because, Alex, like you said, we are really witnessing an uprising here, the fall of the globalists, and they are so afraid of what's happening.
Send the Turks to America. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, let's name our show after a government that committed genocide. Woo.
Which Turk, he even denies that happened. It's on, even the UN admits they killed 1 million innocent people.
Right.
Because they weren't Islamic.
They were Christians, Armenian Christians.
That'd be like if I named my show the Nazis. And people went, well, why are you calling yourself the Nazis? The Nazis killed everybody. And went, I don't even know what the Nazis are. It's just I put a big like Charlie Manson swastika between my eyes and just like run around like and because I'm a Muslim, it's okay though.
You sort of sound like that tribe from the Game of Thrones. I can't think of the guy's name right now, but.
Well, in the Turkish prisons, they admittedly are, quote, hog-tying and raping for days, the men. So, the thing about Turkish prisons.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like Erdogan is the good guy, right? He's our ally in all of this. Putin is the one that we all need to be super afraid of because they need a boogeyman. So, of course, they're...
Well, it doesn't matter. Russia has kicked Turkey's ass like 10 times.
Right. Well, I'm just really afraid for what they've got up their sleeve, Alex, especially with the fall of Hillary Clinton.
Hey, I bet they wouldn't even let Sink into Russia because they're not letting, quote, enemy media in. I bet he's on their list.
That'd be really interesting to find out. We could ask